The first time I noticed something was wrong, it wasn't because they were shouting. It was because they stopped laughing. In our house on Oakey Street, laughter used to live in the corners. It danced around the dining table and hid behind the curtains. My father would come home from work, loosen his tie, and tell exaggerated stories about customers at his electronics shop. My mother would pretend to scold him for teaching us bad manners while secretly laughing harder than all of us. Then one evening, laughter packed its bags and left. I was 12. It started with something small, something ordinary, salt. "There's too much salt in this soup," my father said quietly. My mother didn't respond at first. She kept serving rice to my younger brother, Toby. The spoon hit the plate harder than usual. "If you don't like it, cook your own," she replied. It wasn't the words, it was the tone, sharp, controlled. Cold, my father looked up slowly. "Is that how you talk to me now?" Silence stretched across the table like a tight rope. I remember staring at my plate, pretending the grains of rice were mountains, and I was somewhere far away. But even at 12, I could feel it. This wasn't about salt. This was about pride. He built his business from nothing, no inheritance, no support, just long days, stubborn will, and refusal to fail. He believed a man's respect was everything. If people disrespected you, you lost your place in the world. My mother, Kemi, was no different. She gave up her university scholarship when she got pregnant with me. She told everyone she didn't regret it. But sometimes, when she ironed clothes late at night, I'd see her stare at nothing. Face quiet, with thoughts she never spoke aloud. Two strong people, two unbending mountains, living under one roof. The real problem wasn't the salt. It wasn't even that day. It was years of tiny injuries neither of them wanted to admit. "You don't appreciate what I do," my mother said one night, when she thought we were asleep. "I provide for this family. What more do you want?" my father replied. "I want respect, and I don't deserve respect." "I didn't say that. You implied it." Their words were swords, but they refused to drop them. No one apologized ever. The arguments became more frequent. At first, they argued in their bedroom, then in the kitchen, then in the living room. Eventually, they stopped caring who heard. "You think because you bring money, you are God," my mother shouted one evening. "And you think staying at home makes you a martyr," my father fired back. My younger brother covered his ears. I stood frozen near the doorway. "I sacrificed my future for this family," she cried. "And I sacrificed my youth building everything you enjoy," he replied. Both were right. Both were wrong. Neither would admit it. Pride stood between them like a thick wall. Every argument ended the same way. Slammed doors and silence. Days of silence. And silence, I learned, can be louder than shouting. The worst day wasn't the day they screamed. It was the day my father said, "Maybe we need space." Space. The word felt like a crack running through the foundation of our house. My mother laughed bitterly. "So that's what you want, to run." "I'm not running." "Then what are you doing?" "I'm tired of fighting." "So am I." "Then stop provoking me. Stop disrespecting me." The same circle, the same fire. Then something changed. They started pulling us into it. "Tell your mother she overreacts," my father told me once. "Your father doesn't value me," my mother whispered another time. I felt like a rope in a tug of war. Toby chose my mother. He clung to her. I stayed neutral, or tried to. But neutrality in a broken home feels like betrayal to both sides. It was raining heavily that night, the kind of rain that feels like the sky is angry. The argument started over something small again, a missed phone call. "Who were you talking to at midnight?" my mother demanded. "A supplier," my father answered. At midnight. Yes. Do you take me for a fool? I'm tired of these accusations. Then give me a reason not to suspect you. And then it happened. My father said words he couldn't take back. If you don't trust me, maybe you should leave. The room froze. Even the rain seemed to pause. My mother's face went pale. Maybe I will. He could have apologized. She could have softened. But pride is a poison that convinces you that bending is losing. Neither bent. The next morning, my mother packed 2 suitcases. When she left, the house felt larger, colder, echoing. My father pretended everything was normal. He cooked badly. He drove us to school. He never mentioned her. But sometimes late at night, I'd hear him walking around the living room, restless. My mother moved into her sister's apartment. She called often, asked about school, about Toby. She never asked about him. 2 people waiting for the other to apologize. 2 people unwilling to make the first move. Weeks became months. The divorce papers came quietly. Chapter 7. The truth no one said years later. I finally understood something. They still loved each other. Love wasn't the problem. Pride was. My father felt unappreciated. My mother felt unseen. Instead of saying, "I'm hurting," they said, "You're wrong." Instead of saying, "I miss you," they said, "I don't care." Instead of saying, "I'm scared of losing you," they said, "Leave." And so they did. I was 19 when my father fell sick. Nothing life-threatening, just a hospital stay. My mother came to visit. They sat in the same room for the first time in years. Silence, then he spoke. "I never meant for it to end like that." She looked at him, really looked at him. I didn't either. "So why did we let it?" She smiled sadly. "Because neither of us wanted to lose." He closed his eyes, and we both did. Chapter 9. What pride cost us. They never remarried each other. Life moved on. But sometimes during family gatherings, I'd catch them looking at each other, not with anger, with regret. Our home didn't collapse because of betrayal. It collapsed because of ego. Because 2 strong people believed apologizing meant surrender. Because saying, "I'm sorry," felt heavier than losing everything. Today, I am older than my mother was when she left. I am in love, and sometimes when my partner and I argue, I feel pride rising in my chest, telling me to stand firm, to win. But I remember Oakey Street. I remember the rain. I remember 2 people who loved each other, but loved being right more, and I choose differently. I choose to bend. I choose to say sorry. I choose to protect love more than ego. Because I know what pride can destroy. I lived in a home divided by it. Do you see when they send?